When it comes to who has the best smelling laundry detergent, Laundry Sauce claims that they're number one. Labeled as a luxury laundry detergent, they rave that their detergent can actually replace your perfume or cologne. I'll read this next bit from their website. They collaborate with the world's top perfumers to design high-end, sophisticated fragrances made with essential oils and responsibly sourced ingredients. They then combine these scents with their performance laundry detergent formula. I'll be reviewing their signature package, which includes their detergent pods, scent booster, fabric softener, and dryer sheets. You can also get any of these items individually, and included with every purchase is going to be their scent brochure, but you can buy the scent brochure on your own if you want to kind of sample one of their scents without committing to a whole box. And at the very end of this video, I will do like a really quick review of each of these scents. To review each product's individual scent power, I did wash each load individually, used a Tide unscented detergent pod, and then use each product one at a time. All except for the detergent pods, which I didn't use one of these for. First and foremost, the packaging is really cool. I got the Indonesian patchouli scent, and it comes in this absolutely beautiful metallic blue box. Secondly, the fact that when I opened the box that these products were shipped in, I could immediately smell the fragrance. That's a very good sign for this Laundry Sauce review. Of their 6 signature scents, they have 3 that are more on the masculine side and 3 that are more on the feminine side. This one in particular is labeled more of a his product, but to be fair, I didn't want to be washing both my husband's and my laundry in something that was very obviously female. I don't think he would have appreciated if I was washing his clothes in something called Egyptian Rose. But anyway, let's get into the product reviews. The first one we're going to go over is the scent booster. It doesn't say how much to use, so what I did is I just covered the bottom of the top portion here with a layer of the beads, and then I just threw it in. I did pour it into my hand so you could visually see how much that was. Again, I paired this with a Tide unscented pod so I could strictly just go on how much scent power this product has at the end of the wash and dry cycle. After washing and drying, the scent lingered a little bit, but not too entirely much. I would rate that the scent that the scent booster produces is about a 3 out of 10. Obviously, for the sake of the review, a 10 out of 10 is going to be the use of all of these products together, but again, I want to see how each individual product contributes to that overall scent. The second product I tested out just on its own was the fabric softener. So they recommend 1.5 capfuls for a medium load, 2 capfuls for a large load, and 3 capfuls for an extra large load. I want to go on just the bare minimum scent power here, so I did 1.5 caps. After getting all the way through the wash and the dry, I would say that this scent lingers a little bit less than the scent booster. So I will rate the fabric softener's scent power at a 2 out of 10. Third, I did the dryer sheets. So after washing my clothes with an unscented pod, I did use 1 dryer sheet in the dry cycle. As you can imagine, just relying on 1 dryer sheet to give a whole load of laundry a lingering scent is asking a lot. That being said, I will rate the dryer sheet's scent capabilities at a 1 out of 10. Next up, the main event, the detergent pods. Something I really like about Laundry Sauce is how cautiously they package their detergent pods. So when you open it, it's going to come with a little scent profile sheet and a pretty thick padding with it, all to keep your precious detergent pods nice and safe during transit. God, I love the scent that comes off of these. I do like that they include a scent profile card. However, I don't know what any of this means, but I would imagine for someone who knows a little bit more about scents and fragrances and the hidden notes of whatever they use, this could be helpful. However, I am just the type of person that I can't read these things and just imagine what that smells like. Like, I need to smell it to know what it smells like. The pods themselves are pretty delicate, and I'm saying this as someone who's used other pods before, so even comparing them to the unscented Tide pods, these seem a little bit more fragile. It is recommended to use 1 pod for a medium load and 2 pods for a large load. But for the sake of this review, we are only using 1 pod. So even while your laundry is washing, you can smell the fragrance coming through. And even after drying it, I would say the scent power of this is about an 8 out of 10. Now, obviously, using all of these products in 1 load is going to give you the most amount of scent power. So together, all these products produce a 10 out of 10 scent profile. But you are going to get the majority of your scent from the detergent pods themselves. themselves. That being said, if you are the type of person to not really use these extra products like a scent booster or fabric softener or dryer sheets, that's totally fine because the majority of the scent is going to come from the detergent pods anyway. And it is a fragrance that sticks with your clothing all day. Having used Laundry Sauce's detergent pods on their own for a solid month, I was very impressed that I felt like I could smell my laundry throughout the entire day, and it was a nice fragrance. It wasn't one of these kitschy ones like Fresh Linen or Ocean Breeze or any number of the other ones that we're so used to smelling from like Gain or Tide or Downy. These are actually luxury scents and fragrances that do kind of smell like a cologne or perfume. So for their claim that they can replace your cologne or perfume, that is amazing. So in their overall rating, I rate the scent 5 out of 5. Cleaning power, 5 out of 5. But the price, 3 stars. The only reason it gets a lower rating on the price is because with a luxury laundry detergent, you are going to have to pay a luxury price. So their signature package, which has the 69 pods, 69 dryer sheets, I don't know why they didn't just round up to 70, and the scent booster and fabric softener, this all together is $144. Now, if you were just to get the detergent pods, they do come in a pack of 30 or 69, and each pod / load of laundry is going to cost you about $1, $1.50. And when you're trying to maintain a household budget, this could present an issue, especially if you were going to roll the dice on a fragrance without really knowing if you're going to like it. Thankfully, Laundry Sauce offers 2 solutions. The first is you can use my affiliate code DonnaGaleBlog and get 15% off. And secondly, you can test their scents and pods out without committing to a whole box with one of their sample options. So using one of their sample options is going to be your best bet if you really don't know how to label a fragrance or scent strictly off of reading its description, which is why the first and easiest and cheapest option is going to be the scent brochure. Currently, this is listed as $5. And like I said, you can get a good sense of their 6 signature scents without committing to a whole box. They'll include this with your purchase, so that way you can keep it on hand for the next time you want to buy Laundry Sauce and maybe you want to mix it up and get a different scent. They also offer what's called the Signature Singles Sample Box. Try saying that 3 times fast. This is a great and affordable way to test their 6 signature scents as actual detergent pods, so you can wash your laundry in them and get a good sense of the smell on your laundry for a whole day. They currently offer this box at $9.99. Now this one for some reason is really hard to find on their website, even if you search sample box. I've tried it a couple times, nothing comes up, I don't know. I even shuffled through their entire catalog of products and it still didn't show. So if you are interested in this option, I do have a direct link to it in the description of this video. For some reason, it seems to be the only way to get directed to this listing specifically. But I don't know, you check the website out, maybe you can find it better than I can. And I looked over Laundry Sauce's FAQs and they did confirm that their scents don't linger in the drum of the washer cycle, which means if you do go the signature single sample box, that in between the 6 individual washing cycles that you use for the 6 scents, there's way too many S's in this video, the scent won't linger from one pod to the next. So when you wash it with Indonesian patchouli on one load, you won't even get a lingering scent on the next load if you were to use Siberian pine. This ensures that you're going to get an accurate scent profile between each load, so you can really hone in on which fragrance you want. Now, if you've done the scent brochure, you've done the sample box, I would recommend that the next step you take is getting one of the his or hers favorites box. So like I said, there's 6 signature scents. They do have 3 that are more masculine, 3 that are more feminine. So you can narrow down the search for which one you want to replace your perfume or cologne with by getting one of the his or hers boxes. The his favorites will have the 3 masculine scents. Her favorites will have the 3 feminine scents. It comes as a set of 3 boxes of 30 pods each. The price on this one is $96. And personally, I love that they offer a little bit of a mix of sampling their products ahead of time. I'm sure that means they understand that some people, like myself, just can't get a feel for what something smells like based on reading a description online, because explaining a scent to me means absolutely nothing. Overall, I do think Laundry Sauce's claims that they can replace your perfume or cologne is true. I also think it holds up that their claim that they're the best smelling laundry detergent holds up as well. Their luxury scent clings to your laundry for an all-day fragrance, and I absolutely love being able to smell that. And that's coming from someone who is very nose sensitive. I don't really like strong fragrances. So having this be just enough fragrance is perfect for me. This is especially beneficial for me because I've never been able to find a perfume that does have an all-day fragrance. For some reason, I could spray it 3 times and then, 10 minutes later it's gone, which is super annoying because my husband has a cologne that he sprays like the tiniest little spray and he's good forever. Pretty much replacing my perfume with a laundry detergent is a great workaround, so I don't have to buy perfume, but I still get that nice lingering fragrance throughout the entire day. So yes, I fully believe laundry sauce could replace your perfume or cologne very easily. Plus, yeah, let's get rid of these whole fresh linen, sea breeze, weird fragrances that we've somehow determined that's what an ocean breeze smells like. That's what fresh linen smells like. Does it though? So I would definitely be interested in smelling more from their other signature scents. And remember to use the laundry sauce coupon code DonnaGaleBlog for 15% off any of their products. And because I promised I would go over the scent brochure, we're gonna start with Indonesian patchouli because here's the thing. I don't fully trust scratch and sniffs to give an accurate scent, so I wanna start with this and let you know if we're starting off strong with an accurate thing. It's also not a scratch and sniff, it's a lift here and smell. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yep. That smells exactly like my laundry detergent. Oh, and it goes back down. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's do Siberian Pine, which is also supposed to be one of their masculine scents. Yep, that smells like pine. That smells like pine. And then I think the last masculine scent was Australian Sandalwood. Oh, that is nothing how I thought it was going to smell. I don't know how to, obviously I'm not going to try and explain a scent to you, but rugged, warm, and earthy is what it describes itself as, and I don't think I would have described it as that. It is nice though. Okay, let's get into the female scents. We'll do Egyptian Rose. Yeah, my husband would have hated it if his clothes smelled like that. That is the rosiest smell possible. I wouldn't want my laundry to smell like that. Sorry, I just don't like rose smells. French Saffron, it's velvety, sweet, and irresistible. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I remember they have a little picture of Paris in it, and I remember being on that from that little road for my honeymoon. Oh, that's nice. Memories. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. I think velvety is a good word to use for it. All right. And then Italian bergamot, I don't know. It's modern, bright, and citrusy. That is nice. I'd say that's more of a unisex smell too. So that's nice. All right. That was a really good option. I'm confident those all smell exactly like what's here based on the fact that Indonesian patchouli smelled exactly like what it was in here. All right, that's it. Let's go do some laundry today. Ugh.